Hello everyone, welcome back to the city of Norland here in City Skylines. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Just wanted to show off the interchange that we built during the last live stream over in Twitch land. So we built this nice little service interchange here, leads into the working area over here, the dirty industry and all that, which we will hopefully be overhauling. We have this 6-lane, and we did a little bit of a tree decoration with some of the fence. We use one of the earthquake sensors to jump the power, just act as if there's maybe a little control center for maybe some lights and things like that around here. But the focus of today is actually going to be on education. As you can see, we got a little bit of abandonment across the city, and if I click on this guy here and get the details, you'll see it's because worker education was too low. So I do think it's time to start talking about a university here in the city of Norland. I think it's time. There is one small little change I like to make. During the time lapse of the last episode while we built the town center here, we unlocked the next milestone, which gives us metro. So I'd like to start getting some out-of-city people in through public transport. So I think we're going to make a small change, and let's just pause the game real quick. We're going to get rid of this bus station, and I'd like to add in the intercity bus station. So we will put this here, and then as it goes with bus stops, these two are the ones that were in there. We're going to move you into here. Yep, that's fine. And you into this next slot here, which is fine. So now that's all connected up. And what I'd like to do here is I'd like to add an underground metro just in sort of preparation for when the city starts to get a little bit bigger. I think I like that a lot. So now we've got metro in, and when that time comes, we can hook that all up. But we'll turn this back on, and now we're going to get some intercity buses. So hopefully that will help with getting some tourists into the city, and we've already got bus lines hooked up, and hopefully not too many people will be taking cars. Maybe if we can catch one of those intercity buses rolling through, we can see how many people are actually taking public transport or not. But the real meat and potatoes of today's episode is going to be the Culinary Institute. So I think that's going to sit right here, and I'd like it to sort of be a nice sprawling campus, possibly with its own little commercial area, maybe even a shopping center, something like that. And I think that'd be real cool to make, and I think it's going to take up most of this, maybe even some residential housing as maybe a supplemental housing for students and things like that. But without further ado, I think we will jump into this and let's get started, shall we? Alright, so I leveled all the land in this area so that we were all level basically up until this tree line. I let it kind of go back down to the water, but this whole area is all nice and level. So we're just going to start by coming out with I think just the regular concrete road, and I did plan this out just a little bit, but I want to come out by about 6 here. And then we're going to use the tree line road for 10. Okay. And then we're going to use the one-laned grass roads. Be 1 tile over. Come up by 10. By 10. And then just in the middle here, I'm going to cut those off. And then we're going to go up by about 20 here. Over. And then back down. And then this, we're just going to curve into here. And then same thing here. We just got to change the direction on this one. Alright. So I think that'll be a nice little entrance into the university. And we are going to bring a little bit of pizzazz to this by including a unique building. We're going to include the arches. I think they look really well next to that. And I think we can actually bring this tree road just a little bit further down. Maybe if I cut it right here. And then we upgrade all this to the tree-lined road. And then we can delete these. The only reason why I do that is that when you put the trees there, it sort of cuts into this because I'm going to turn these into the purple ones. So if they're directly below this arch, they kind of just clip into it, especially if it's that like tall one there. It just looks a little funky. So put a little bit of the concrete there in the beginning. Helps that from happening. Also adds a little bit of lights to the beginning there. So I'm going to do that. And then... So, time to paint out an industry area. So, most of this area is going to be the Culinary Institute of Norland. So, probably going to paint out this whole area just so we don't have to worry about it. And then we can always trim back anything that we don't end up using or needing or wanting. So, we'll just do that like that. There we go. We're all squared up. And we are going to use the trade school, and this should sit central on this road. And then now we can take these roads and we'll just come out by 10. Whoops. Come out by 10. Okay, apparently I cannot get to the 10 mark. There we go. Third time's the charm. Okay. So, I think that's a nice little entrance into the Culinary Institute here. And I think we are going to use yet another unique building. And I have my eye on the... Yes, the official park fits right in here. Alright, so let's start getting a few buildings in here. I think we're going to start with the study hall. I think a few kind of grandiose buildings outside the entrance will really help, you know, give them that notion of, you know, you're really in college now, university. You know, in my last episode I did mention that I had gone to Johnson & Wales, and I remember my first day, you know, visiting the campus or whatever on, you know, acceptance students day and all that. It was a little daunting to see those big buildings, you know. I did go to the Providence location, so we were in the heart of the city. And I do remember it being a little, you know, a little daunting, I guess, to see the big buildings and find out where your classes are and all that. So I think this just helps give that sense of grandness to the university here. I also think, I know it might be a little overkill, but I think I am going to add another study hall on this side as well. So we will do this. Just trying to get it as close as I can so that way I can hug it with this road here. Again, we'll go with the grass line road. There we go. And we can actually even maybe go across, but maybe we'll do some paths instead. Just a little bit of interconnectivity there. I think some nice, you know, burly oaks here will help, again, just bring some color and some grandness to the university entrance here, which I'm already really digging. And this is a little trick from Overcharged Egg where it looks as if this should actually be the front of the building, but it's actually either this side or I believe this side, I think, and just with the staircase there. So, you know, I'm really digging the entrance so far, the trees, the unique plaza here, and got some nice colorful trees in the beginning. I love how people just hang out by this thing because it's a unique building, you know. But we got that going on. So I know they are going to ask for some water, so let's give these guys some water. We'll just go straight down. And we'll have to get power to them at some point. But I do think I would like to maybe some dormitories along this here would be kind of nice. Maybe a little road-on-road action here. So we'll come out by 10. Again by 10. And maybe we can put some kind of plaza here. But let's grab our dormitories. Maybe 2 of them here. Maybe leave a space for a path to roll through. Hopefully that's enough room. This guy needs to move over just a little bit. Go. Hopefully that was enough. It was. There we go. I always say that you can't really see the edge of these too good. Go, little path. And what kind of plaza can we add here? I wonder if we can fit some kind of like park or something like that. See, well, that's not going to fit, but what about, it's technically a small park, but I think we can make do. We can run this all the way up. Connect this guy in. Maybe connect one of these in. There we go. Yep, I like that a lot. Maybe we can add a little, seems like a piece of security to this a little bit. We'll just go all the way down to this road for now. I think I'd like to kind of do a mirror image on the other side of this dormitory setup. you know, I know, like I said, when I went to school, there was kind of dormitories everywhere. A good friend of mine actually was in one of the newer ones, and there were some older ones on the other side of campus. So I believe we came down by 10. Is that road guideline gonna mess me up here? Let's just do this. Okay. And then, yeah, I think just a nice mirror image for now would be nice. Again, we can bring some. You can hear all the dinging. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but all I hear is ding, 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 on all these, you know, the university being built and everything else. All right. Might even be able to get away with a little bit of just Greenland over here, and maybe even a little bit of maybe like a shopping center for the students. But let's add a few more of these dormitories in. Then again, we'll leave a little bit of room for a path. Okay, believe that should be enough. It is. I got it right on the first try that time. Hooray me. So, alright, so we got 4 dorms in. We can do a little bit of detailing here, maybe some rock gardens and things like that. We could do a little bit of student shopping over here if we wanted to, which maybe we'll toy with that idea a little bit. Let's get these guys some water. So I think we'll use the road like we have been as a guideline here for the water. And again, we'll go this way through here. Like that. And I think that did pass the power through now, so that's good. So a real great start to... At first I thought that said Culinary Institute. But it says career, and we are going to actually change that right now. So here we go, the Norland Culinary Institute. And while we're in this screen, let's just check this out. Yep, our first grant will go towards hospitality. The academic staff, we're making pretty big bank, about $18,000 a week. So why don't we drop, let's drop 5 G's a week into this program. We've already got 488 students. We're a little low on the campus attractiveness, but that will come right now. Let's see. So this is the Trade School Automation building. So we will call why don't we rename this building? There we go. Very good. And for a good friend of mine, we are going to name this Monday Hall. So we've got a little Easter egg. A good friend Eddie, if you're out there, comment below, man. Appreciate your support with everything. You know how much you've supported me in this adventure with this channel. So there you go. You got your own dormitory hall named after you. Let's have a little more fun with renaming some stuff. Maybe this building can be the Culinary History Museum. There we go, the Culinary History Museum. And we will just simply leave this as a study hall, but we will rename it the NCI Study Hall. There we go. Alright, cool. So we have a little bit of fun with some naming. We got a little bit of parks in. Now we need to talk a little bit about the big boy building. We've got a few little guys here that we want to add in. So maybe we could add these in real quick. Of course, it's just a shy too big, huh? Maybe we can add him here. And the groundskeeping building. Although they do look a little lost, huh? Alright, let's delete that. I think I want this road to sort of come out at like an angle. We'll do 10, 10. Let's see if this trick works with this building or not. But the big boy building that we got to add in is all the way down here. And this is the police academy, but we can rename this. So we will center that. And I think we will carry this road. And I know the paths can be used for the buildings and such, but I think I want to just try something different in this series and sort of go a different route with it. And this road's going to give me a tough time, huh? Fighting with this stupid road. I finally got it, and I got the path around the sides like I wanted. I do think I want to turn this into an avenue. Just brings a little bit of grandness to this building as well. And we probably can continue this sort of dormitory road almost, going all the way up as well. But this is the police academy. So even though it's still going to do, even though it's still going to increase the police department's overall efficiency, patrol cars count, and jail's capacity, we can change this to the culinary and baking academy. Okay. So, I mean, I know it's basically just a play on words and all that, but, you know, you can kind of have fun with some of this stuff and, you know, have a little bit of fun and making our own little culinary academy here for the city of Norland. So, and I do think we will utilize some of these paths. Some of the trade school paths. Maybe connecting here to here type of thing. Maybe we can make this a little bit of a outdoor plaza for some of the students. We could also put in some of these smaller buildings here as well. We can line that up, line that up. And we can line this up like that. We can put this across. Just have some interconnectivity here. And let's see, the book club we can put over here. I think we're going to put them right in the corner like that. And then we've also got the groundskeeping, which we could also put over here as well. And it's sort of got this, like, obviously it's got the groundskeeping feel with the wood piles and all that. Maybe we could pretend that this is Let's rename this. Alright, so I decided on the Organic Gardening Club. So maybe this is where some of the students that are interested in learning how to grow their own produce for their restaurants and things like that they will work in after they graduate, how to do it properly and all that. And maybe we can have a little bit of fun on this side if we could just detail just a little bit. I hope you guys are okay with that, but I think, you know, a school of this caliber probably can splurge for the better, you know, the better fencing instead of the old fence. So maybe just a little bit of farm fence going here. And then I believe it's in these. Yes. They have these planter type things. So, you know, you know, it's all about imagination with console. We don't have a lot at our disposal for assets and stuff, but I think we can get away with pretending that this is sort of some kind of, you know, herb and spice or produce beds here that the students are planting. So I think that maybe we can get a different color in here. Yeah, there we go. So I think we can have a little bit of fun with that, a little bit of pretending that, you know, they're growing their own produce over here. And maybe this guy can be the, instead of the book club, maybe it's the recipe development club. So, you know, still to do kind of with books in a way. But, you know, we're slowly turning this into things that you would see at a culinary campus and things like that. I know we had all kinds of stuff. We had knife sharpening clubs and things like that, learning how to properly sharpen knives and just fun stuff like that. So maybe these guys will give them a... I think we actually have access to the real gazebos now that that people interact with. Yes. Maybe we can add a few of these onto, yes, the road. So it's close enough where it's going to detect it. So maybe we could do something like that. A few gazebos for these guys to chill out with. And maybe a couple of the tiles. And just a few of the benches out here that they can all chill at. And maybe just a little bit of tree action. A little bit of shade. So I think, you know, by doing stuff like that, we can have a lot of fun with these type of builds. We still are at the 1 star. Let's see how that's moseying along here. So we got the students, we got the attractiveness, just working on those academic works, which is sort of just a time scenario. But I really like how the Culinary Institute has kind of gone along here. I do think that I just want to check education real quick here and see where we're at. So we actually could do with some more dorms. So maybe, like I said, we can turn this into sort of like a dorm row here. So let's grab our grass row that we've been using throughout this build here. So is this 8? I'm going to turn off road guidelines because that's messing me up. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we want to go to 15, 16. This looks like it should be enough. So let's hop back in here, grab some more dorms. So I one tile off. Of course I was. Just make sure this fits before here we go. And let's put this path down first. Okay, and then we can sit this guy alongside, and I think I will carry this all the way up to this road. And like I said, I know we can build all this on paths, but I think it just brings a little bit of grandness to it when it's on a road. You know, I want this campus to feel almost like a city in a way. So I really like that. And we will leave these spaces open for other future endeavors. We will connect up this road here to that. Leave this for some kind of courtyard possibly in the future. We could even double up on this side. Let's see what our capacity is at. Yeah, we can go for some more. So let's just, what was this? 750. Okay, 750. Bring this guy all the way up. Then why don't we throw our paths down now, so we don't have to worry about anything. And we will throw him in and throw another one in. Alright, so we get nice little dorms in the front here. Yeah, I really like how this is coming out here. So it looks like we got power to kind of go. And we could even... Now I'm pretty sure you can throw a you can throw a district. So let's just try this out. And let's throw on the organic and local produce. And let's see if we can try to get some of those stands in. The fruit stands here. Alright, so we'll let these grow in, and I'll be right back once I see that it's what I want it to be. Alright, so this is what I was looking for. These little fruit stands, vegetable stands. Perhaps, you know, the students that are growing this stuff over here also have a few stands. Maybe these green ones here are them. We've got like a small little cafe, possibly some food being also made by students to sell. But this is what I was looking for the right next to our what do we call it? The Organic Garden Club. Right next to the Organic Garden Club, got a little bit of a produce area that's selling some stuff. So that's kind of what I was looking for. It is going to take some time, and it's going to be a little bit of a waiting game to get this bad boy up to level 2. I did put in the grant to get that. I've also added $5,000 a week onto the academic staff to help that along. But I do think at this point I am going to hop into a little bit of a detailing time lapse. I just want to fill this whole front piece out here. And yeah, and just I think that's going to be it for this episode. But let's just hop into that real quick and see what this guy looks like when we're all done. All right. just finished a little bit of detailing. Just going to go over kind of what we did a little bit here. So just add a little bit of gating, or fencing rather, around these empty portions. Add a little bit of the colored flowers there, the rhododendrons I think they are. Some oak trees. Add a little bit of office building as almost like a administration building in a way. And a few buildings here, just maybe random classrooms or things like that for the students. Just basically did the other thing on the other side as well, with some more fencing and some more of the trees. I added this little service area back here because they were looking for some fire coverage and things like that. So added a little fire station and a police station next to the administration building. Maybe the police is sort of like a security for the campus, and we got fire on site as well since it's such a big campus. Got the parks out front. This is coming along perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. Got to figure out what to do with this little square, but I think we'll leave it empty for now just to see what else we can fit maybe in there. But I really like the start to this campus. Also, towards the end of that, you may have seen that I added another high school in and used the gym as almost like an extension of the high school, possibly with some parking on the corner there, and a little park and some paths and just a few more housing and a little bit of commercial to finish off this square that we had kind of carved out for some more residential and stuff. But I'm really enjoying it. The only thing I got to figure out is where I'm going to be putting the metro for this, because I want the metro to hook up to this. But for now, maybe what we'll do is, to finish the episode, why don't we just add a quick bus line going from the hub, which I do want to check on this actually as well. So we'll go there all the way to the school, and they can stop right out front and just go all the way back. And you know what we'll do? Maybe we'll add a few stops along here as well. So let's see here if it'll let me do it. Add a stop. And we'll offset these stops. And then again, maybe by the high school, we'll get a stop in here and a stop in here. So I think that'll be good. Add a little bit more connectivity throughout this whole city here. And right now these guys don't really have any transportation, so now they kind of do in this area to at least get to the hub. But yeah, just real quick too, I want to check on these lines to make sure they're not overwhelmed in any way. So there's nothing. Oh, that's the one I think we just put in. So let's see how this guy's doing. He's doing all right. And we're doing okay. This one, the bus is looking pretty full. Again, looking okay. Yep. Alright, the buses aren't really filling up, but it gives a little bit of life to the city, I think. But there are a ton of people sitting here, though. A ton of people coming through this nice little terminal we have here now. And once we get the metro set up, it'll be hopping over here for sure. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I hope you enjoyed the beginnings of the Norland Culinary Institute. And I hope everyone has a great day. If you enjoyed what you watched, please feel free to leave a like and a comment and share. And most importantly, if you liked it so much and you're willing to hit that subscribe button, that'd be huge, helping the channel grow. Still pushing towards that first 100 followers here, but every little bit helps, and I appreciate you all, and I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I will catch you all the next time. Have a good one.